that a spoiler? You can't
The game has been out for a year.
No,
Get on it.
You can't do that.
Yes,
you know,
I can.
It's like talking about the spoilers of Fight Club. Somebody hasn't seen it, and they're gonna be so rude. Blah, blah, blah. Shout out to Fight Club.
I got one spoiler for Fight Club.
No, don't do it.
There's a plane.
Damn it.
I spoil it 15 minutes in.
Welcome to the Guigo and Nico show. This is Guigo, and who are you, sir?
I'm Nico.
Oh my god! Because the show is called Guigo and
Yeah,
Nico.
surprise.
Yeah. Okay. So Nico, what are we going to talk about today?
Okay, so today...
Oh, it's going to be a shorter episode. I have the power. It's going to be a shorter episode. I mean, we released the episodes in parts, so... Anyway, it's gonna be shorter.
It's gonna be what it is. Okay, so
go ahead.
Although this is about a week after E3, when it's gonna get to you, and even now, we're gonna do a little recap. You know, a little bit of a discussion, what we like, what we don't like, what we hate, roast. But most importantly, I'm gonna give some news about BF5. We saw some gameplay. Okay, there are women on all the sides. You can even hear in some of the gameplay German women screaming. Well, Nazi German women, of course. So
of course.
Yeah, they're sticking to their guns. They're definitely gonna put that in the game. And I think this is after we did our episode on BF5. A DICE developer said, "I knew this was going to be a fight when I pushed for female soldiers in Battlefield. I have a daughter, and I don't want to ever have to answer her question of why can't I make a character that looks like me with because you're a girl. I fundamentally feel to my core this is the right way, and I will find myself on the right side of history."
So you're going to have to explain to your daughter later why you lied to her when the history books are a little different. You also have to explain to her how, in order to, what is the word? Like, not gratify, but basically say, like, you have to be included before because your time right now doesn't really matter. Does that make sense?
No, Gio.
No, like if women make their history now, in the future they'll have their own video games.
No.
Right?
It's not how it works.
My voice
in the future,
went up.
In the future, they're gonna make video games that have women storylines, and they're gonna replace it with guys. Like, if they're making a Ghostbusters game, they're gonna make it with guys, just because. Because why not? It's all about, choosing your character. I don't actually understand that. I mean, a lot of people like customization, but like, I don't see it's a monetization thing, and that's the sad part. This DICE developer says,
in case you don't know,
in case you know what I mean, that's what this DICE developer is. It's almost a joke. He's like, we'll be on the right side of history, and we'll be respecting the women and diversity. And it's like, yeah, and you're also going to be charging freaking $30 for like for a prosthetic arm for your redheaded lass that charges into the battlefield. I mean, why isn't it free? I mean, they're not going to make it free. There's customizations. It's not going to be free. So what is this idea of we're on the right side of history. We're just trying to be, kind and respectful to our audience while making them shell out hundreds of dollars just to get the freaking customization, even though they won't have loot crates. But that people think, that's gonna decrease the price of cosmetics. But you think they're not gonna charge $10 for just a skin?
No,
they're definitely going to, because
they're bitches.
That's what they're gonna do.
It's all about the money.
I even saw this one theory that the putting the woman as the front of the trailer was actually a way to intrigue teenage boys. And Gio,
kind of like ladies' night, yo.
Stop with the random noises.
Why?
Because they're annoying. Shut the hell up.
You're getting all serious about this.
Yeah, but you never make random noises.
Okay. Because I have nothing to say. What am I going to talk about? Let's, Fallout 76 or Death Stranding again. Death Stranding's my game. You're all on Battlefield 5. So continue. I get it. It's all about the money. It's ladies' night, right? You get the guys there. Ladies' night is sexist. You know, why do they get free beer, just because they have vaginas, right? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
You can get a sex change.
I know. And then can I get free beer? Yeah, probably. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous that they go for those hoops.
There should be a ladies' night and a guys' night, or no ladies' night.
Anamorphic night. Like where you're like a dog.
So yeah, I'm agreeing with you. You know, why don't they show like a really ugly chick? Like a really like asymmetrical, burnt off face, you know, not how.
Well, maybe they're gonna add that as a cosmetic. They probably will. They probably will add in burn. Like they have scars as customization, but I think they might actually add in burns and like gas kind of scars, like their whole arm looking like freaking lasagna.
Oh, is she wearing makeup? That's the question. Do you have enough time?
She definitely kind of looked like she was. I think all of them kind of looked like they were wearing makeup, to be honest.
Yeah, where all the guys were, shaving, somehow getting a good shave in the middle of the trenches.
Well, World War II, not trenches, but not as much.
Yeah.
There's some like weird things, but
anyway,
it wasn't trench warfare.
And she's like, instead of shaving, just putting on her makeup.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's her thing.
There you go.
That before you charge in.
What's weird is that it sounds sexist for me to say that, but in reality, what I'm saying is if you had a woman and you portrayed it as her being in World War II, you don't put her with makeup on. Why would you do that?
You would. So also, if you saw the gameplay, I saw the gameplay. Health regens on this weird thing where you don't regen the full. There's no sweet spot. People like that. The sniping. There's not a lot of ammo. There's a lot more team play mechanics. I think they're trying to focus on squad play and team play. I don't think it's gonna work out. I know a lot of people imagine that's gonna work out, like, oh, back in the old Battlefield days. But I mean, like, I remember like people never used to freaking do anything for their squad members, and they still don't. No. So people are selfish to the very end. Like literal team based games like Rainbow Six Siege, people will not help their team. It's not. It's like they won't reinforce. They literally won't do it. So what's this idea? Oh, we'll just put some team play mechanics. They won't. They won't give you ammo. They won't give you health. They won't revive you. There's no point to add it.
Which is why, just to jump around, Fallout 76, how is that going to work out with that mentality of how they're like, we need to push the multiplayer experience and have people work with each other.
Destiny has a multiplayer experience, and like a lot of games
are they happy with each other?
Well, I think you find groups, okay? You don't just hop in and find some. I mean, you do sometimes. I have done that in multiple games, Siege, Battlefield as well, PUBG. I mean, I'm not really a PUBG guy,
so
so
me.
Don't
can't find groups.
Well, you play like 4-year-old game. No, that's 4, not 10-year-old games.
I play games for 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
guys, Rayman Origins, the bomb.
So yeah, Super Smash Bros. I think also got announced. That reminds me from Rayman. Apparently, I heard Wario will not be in the game. No,
Who's Wario?
Waluigi. No, wait, what is his name?
Luigi?
No. Whoa. I don't remember his name right now. I'm freaking tripping.
So a lot
Waluigi. I think
Waluigi.
I don't know how to pronounce it. You know, like the one that's purple, like the purple Luigi.
No.
Wario.
I don't follow Mario. Sorry, guys. Shout out.
Well, so he's apparently not gonna be maybe not in Smash Bros. So I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I don't see why he gets excluded. I don't know why. No, I don't think anybody really cares.
Is he a woman?
He's an Italian man who identifies.
Okay.
as a spaghetti.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I don't know if anybody really cares. I just felt like pointing that out for those who are the Waluigi fans. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's actually really weird.
Wario.
Waluigi. No, that doesn't sound right to me.
Luigi.
Because it's Luigi. Waluigi.
Waluigi. Waluigi.
Elder Scrolls 6 announced. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm hyped.
I have no idea.
It's like 10 years since they last. I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
not a Bethesda.
It's not 10 years since they last out, but it's going to take another 2 years. Yeah, Fallout 76. They're going to be able to nuke people.
Absolutely.
I don't know. What do you think of that feature? Yeah.
I think they're not going to have enough destructive environment for it. I don't know if they showed it destructive, but
they said it would make a crater. So maybe it's just it won't be like it's just a giant crater. It'll just take whatever that was in that area, just crater.
Oh yeah, but then there is. It's just nukes took out like all of Las Vegas, took out all of Washington D.C., took out all of where's the first game take place?
I don't know. Nevada or something.
Yeah, no, that's New
Vegas. Not Nevada. I meant like New Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wasn't it? Because you can go like Area 51 in one of the Fallouts, can't you?
No, yeah, exactly. That was the New Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
Lame. That's all I can remember.
Fallout 3 takes place Vegas. Somewhere. Yeah, so all
Colorado.
those places just completely wiped out from nukes. And then you got like an individual nuke that's like, what, a mini nuke? I guess you got mini nukes in the old game. It was like really small. So maybe it's a little bit bigger than... I don't know.
I mean, I wonder if you could like... There's a lot of questions surrounding this in my mind. Like, if you can like nuke every single part of the map and just have a bunch of craters. I don't think it's possible, but they didn't say it wasn't possible.
Oh, who gets to choose who shoots the nuke?
The person who unlocks it.
Yeah, see?
They said it was difficult to get there, though.
Can you shoot the nuke on yourself?
Well, you'd be in a bunker.
Oh, that's stupid.
You'd be in a bunker.
I want to sacrifice. Nerf people. It's totally, be with them for like days and then nerf them all with a giant nuke.
It wouldn't be nerf, Guigo. It'd be just kill. You don't know the terminologies, don't speak them.
What is nerf, huh? What is nerf?
To decrease the power.
So, how do you feel about Cyberpunk coming out from the same guys who did The Witcher 3?
Well, I saw it, and it looks like a Blade Runner type MMO.
Mm-hmm. Did you?
I didn't like Blade Runner, so
shout out! What the hell, Nico?
I'm not gonna like Cyberpunk.
We need a whole episode on this.
I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Witcher. I don't really like open world games where you play as a character and you don't really get to customize and do your own thing. And you can. I mean, I know in the game you can just like basically do all that, but I don't like the idea of being called a Witcher.
You would rather be called.
Or what's his name? I don't even remember his name. He's not called a Witcher. But yeah, I mean, he's a cool main character though. I think it's a good game, and Cyberpunk's probably gonna be a good game
Badass. Too. Oh, a friend of ours, who shall not be named, said that these guys... I could have just said that. These guys said that all the buildings are going to be enterable. I don't know why I said it like that, too. You can enter all the buildings.
Like the games we described. And there'll be a little guy crying in the corner.
We should totally see if they could do us a shout out that way. Just send them like, hey, can you put this in one of the buildings?
Nah. I don't want to be associated with that garbage.
You're garbage.
Blade Runner. Goobysoft. The good old Goobysoft. Also known as Poopysoft.
Poopysoft, that makes sense.
But they announced a new faction for For Honor with the Chinese. So I guess, I don't know exactly why.
Yeah. Whoa, you
had probably like the Jing dynasty. I don't know exactly which one. The Ming dynasty I think is also a thing. There's like 4 I believe. Actually, just more probably. But yeah. So there was all that, and I don't know which one they're. I think it was. I don't actually know. I didn't see which dynasty they're pulling from, but I assume it probably corresponds at the same time as knights and Vikings.
They should jump down to Africa and get some. Sounds racist. Zulu warriors. It's not racist, but it's like. There's other tribes that had warriors other than the Zulu, but still, the Zulu kind of.
I saw a comment, and I don't know if the guy was racist. It was a Reddit comment, but he did have some pretty interesting points where it's like none of the African empires really could compete on a technological level to the Vikings or the knights or the samurai. Or the Chinese Empire. They didn't have the infrastructure system. They were a lot more tribal based, and that worked. Until European colonizers were like, "Hey, sup? You got resources."
There you go. Well, yeah. Same thing in other.
I would like to add, maybe the Mayans or like the Aztecs or the Incas. One of those, they had pretty good technological advancements, and they had really giant societies.
That's interesting.
Now, they could maybe use some of the Native American tribes in the U.S. So there were a few that I remember having really large settlements and having really great technology, but there's not a lot known about it because when we came over, I'm not English actually, so I don't know why I'm saying we. When
I'm white,
I'm white.
We is
See, I'm conditioned to assume all white damage is done by me and my ancestors, but you know what? No, my ancestors were conquered.
We were not English.
I was one of the conquered peoples, so give me my break. Okay, exactly. So when the English, those damn dirty English, crossed over, and then they decided, you know what? We have diseases, you can have them too. And then they shared them. And that trading wasn't exactly very fair because they didn't have the immunity for the diseases and they died. And it wiped out massive amounts of the population of like all basically like, yeah, you can have like a massive, and same thing happened to the Aztecs and the Incas from the Spanish, except the Spanish also had things called conquistadors. And if you understand the word conquer and conquistador, they're very close and they had very similar.
It just happened to be very.
But the conquistadors were actually extremely nice guys who decided to liberate them from their bodies.
There you go.
So
liberate their heads. From
they weren't
bodies.
Exactly the kindest of all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Spanish are probably the worst, to be honest.
I wonder if they could do a Viking shout out like show like that.
Ragnar dies in For Honor.
No. I don't know.
Ragnar dies.
Is that a spoiler? You can't
the game has been out for a year.
No,
get on it.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
It's like talking about the spoilers of Fight Club. Somebody hasn't seen it and they're gonna be so rude. Shout out. Shout out to Fight Club.
I got one spoiler for Fight Club.
No, don't do it.
There's a plane.
Damn you.
I spoiled it 15 minutes in.
Kingdom Hearts, anything about that? Is that cool?
It looks cool, interesting, but it's like, I mean, it's the standard, a bunch of things. I have one. Mine.
Mine was more important.
Halo Infinite was announced. They said they're going to go back to the older, or they're going to do a new art style, which is more like the older art style. Master Chief has the Halo 3 helmet. They don't show a lot. They show a lot of atmosphere. They don't show Locke. They said it's going to be directly after the events of Halo 5 Guardians. Bad sign.
Yeah, it's...
So, I'm hyped. I think it's going to be interesting. I hope they're gonna stay more with the old Halo 3. I really enjoyed they went to more of a sandbox multiplayer, which was what I feel like the older games were, rather than the more modern shooter. Like I feel like the Halos are fun. I had fun in Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer, but it felt less sandbox and more like shooter.
COD.
And like COD. And COD is good. And it's more like a COD and Halo mix. But at the same time, Halo was more fun to me. It had more replayability over a COD mix. And I don't like COD that much. I play COD COD is that game that you play when you're brain dead and you're just like
when you're such a fucking loser, right?
Yeah,
when you don't have anything to do.
Yeah, when you're garbage,
when
you're bald.
Right? I got a haircut. Recently.
You can't cut what doesn't exist.
Wow, that's so rude. I love Halo. Shout out.
Master Chief, shout out.
I love Halo, so I've played it over and over and over again. I even one time in band camp, in Halo 1, I went against we did what is that called when you connect the systems? Back when you had an Xbox?
I don't remember. Dual, something like that. I mean, we used to do that. Yeah, that was fun.
So we connected some Xbox, 2 Xboxes. So it was me versus 7 people. And I won. Why? Because I could hide.
Wait, was it a free roam? Or a free for all?
No. Team.
Wait, 1v7.
Oh, yeah. How was it? No. Then it was 4 versus 1. I tried to make myself look better, Nico, and you caught me. No, but it was 4 versus 1, and I won. I felt so good. That's how many times I played Halo, to the point I could do that. So,
shut up.
What about
Shout
Gears?
out to those kids who got wrecked at band camp.
What about Gears Pop? Isn't it called Gears Pop?
Screw Gears Pop, but Gears of War.
That screwed some people.
Gears of War. What is it? 6? I don't actually remember. Gears of War 5? No, Gears of War 5. I think. Yeah, because Judgment they didn't count Judgment in the counting of numbers. I don't think.
So it'd be 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5. So depressed. Muy depressado. Whatever that means.
Why?
But I don't like Kate. I didn't like Kate really. And
like the woman.
But I don't like the way they portrayed JD, especially. I think I like I don't actually have a problem with Kate that much. I don't really like how Kate is like. It has nothing to do with Kate. I don't like any character that's like, oh, the character's older, like their great grandfather was like the leader of the evil, the big bads. And then there's a descendant, but they're not bad. But oh no, they're getting pulled back into that kind of lifestyle. And you're like, oh my god, okay, I've seen this like 16 million times. Like, give me a break.
16 actual millions.
Like, I swear to God, I see one more damn person who has something pulling them to the dark side. I swear I'm gonna stab myself. Okay.
Only absolutes over here.
So, yeah, no. I mean. But I think the multiplayer probably is going to be tight. I mean, typical Gears of War multiplayer. The campaign looks nice. I mean, it looks good graphically wise. It kind of looks sillier than the old Gears. The old Gears seemed like were like over the top, but they had a serious like story.
Tone to it.
Yeah, serious tone and story. But like this one, I mean, you have to really be invested into Kate, and Kate really has only been there for like one game. And realistic. And I think maybe 2 games.
So it's not.
I think 1 game.
It's not like if they threw Marcus in there.
What's up, guys?
So yeah, people, we're recording. Yeah. So those are the video games that we liked. Death Stranding was also cool. That we're not gonna talk. Hey, I haven't seen the gameplay trailer.
Well, okay, so in the gameplay trailer, it was really nice.
It's a hiking simulator.
Hiking simulator, essentially. I think Death Stranding shows what a trailer, the gameplay trailer shows kind of what a trailer should be, and I'm bringing it back to BF5 because I'm still pissed. That trailer for BF5, the reveal trailer, it was like I feel like a lot of people didn't know what they were watching. They didn't know, other than they were told it was World War II, that it was a World War II game. Why? Because, I mean, most people cannot recognize tanks by look. None of the guns, I mean, it's kind of hard. You saw a Tommy gun, but, like, Tommy guns in, like, Vietnam War movies, too. So maybe somebody who's not, like, really understands when the era was, you know. So, I mean, and then the freaking prosthetic arm, the face paint, the trench coat, no one's wearing a uniform, the woman, the black guy, all the British people, the helicopters flying.
Woman, black guy, British.
British people fighting with not helicopters, but like planes crashing, guys popping out of the freaking plane that crashed, weird German people with goggles trying to whisper you to death. I mean, and the cricket bat of death.
ACMR you to death.
The cricket bat of death. I mean, all these things amount to a trailer that like you do not think of when you think World War II.
Nope.
And that's the problem.
Remember when
Death Stranding gave you an idea of this is going to be a kind of, over the shoulder 3D, what is it called? Yeah. Third person Kojima game where you're trying to figure out the story underneath. It's probably kind of complex story.
Oh my god.
But relatively simple mechanics.
What if this story is actually like the simplest one? Like
I don't know.
That Kojima whatever put up.
You got babies and stomachs. I mean, got Norman Reedus, aka Daryl. I mean,
which is just so strange, Nico. Babies and stomachs. Wow.
Yeah, but it's not babies and uteruses. In the womb. So it is
not. No, it is not.
So I mean, that's what a trailer should be. Battlefield's new trailer that showed at E3. That's what the trailer should have been. The first trailer, but it wasn't. Stupid on their department. EA messed the fuck up. They're bad.
No shout out for you.
No shout out. Spider-Man had a pretty cool trailer.
The best thing about Spider-Man and working with Spider-Man is that you're working on Spider-Man. Remember?
It's true. The best thing.
You have all these like normal people. Yeah, there's the development of this and this one guy.
I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man gets his ass whooped. Spoiler. for the trailer.
So making popping sounds like
free roam. It looks generally good. It's not like it's not like the Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of place. It's kind of like in the future. I think Peter Parker, like 27, I think maybe something like that. So it's older Peter Parker, so not young.
Tom Holland.
Holland, who's like 21 or 22. I think he's 21. Yeah. So looks like a 15-year-old, unfortunately, and fortunately, as he can play Spider-Man.
Well, there you go. All these older people who look younger. That's who they want in Hollywood, except for John Hamm, who looks older. He's an anomaly.
Anomaly. He breaks the system.
And then finally, E3. We saw like a thing of E3 cringe. And guys, E3, get your shit together.
They don't know how to do it right.
I mean, it's not that hard.
No, I feel like there were some weird things, like weird moments where like people would be talking mid-sentence and then just like out, like they would be like out, like they're like dogs.
Right.
Like they would like change something mid-sentence. You're like, what am I listening to? Or they would have the audio of the like their mics would still be on when they got off stage, and you hear them like, "Oh, we cut in that audio," and it's like. And then they hear like a cut, and you're like, "What? What? This is the world's largest. This is like the world's largest gaming event, and you guys can't get that right. Like, what does he do?
Mistakes happen, but these are too many for too many.
And I'm not trying to insult people with accents, but like when you're having to actually speak out about a game and get people hyped, and I mean, I'm talking. I think the one that Joseph Gordon-Levitt came out on stage. I think it's like I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like Evil
Within.
No, Evil versus I don't know, something like that. The thing is Ubisoft.
Good versus Evil.
So Good versus Evil, I think, something like that.
Dos.
Two, yeah. So the guy, I think he's French. I mean, Ubisoft, I believe, is French Canadian, has a French Canadian studio, but I don't think he's from that. I think he's from the one in France, or some place that speaks with that kind of accent. But French his accent really well. There's other.
I get
yeah.
it.
Maybe he's from
Yugoslavia.
No, there's another Morocco.
Yeah.
I mean, he's white, but there's chances.
Right.
So, I mean, I could not understand every single thing you're saying. And the point is like, oh, I get it, you know. Subtitles. He's got an accent. But there wasn't subtitles.
Captions.
Nothing.
Captions.
They didn't put anything. I would have to put subtitles on myself. But see, it's a jerk thing to do when they put subtitles for you, not telling you beforehand. Because then you're just like, you hear about it afterwards, and you're like, oh, they couldn't understand me? So... I feel like companies need to really make sure that, I mean, if you're going to speak in English to English speakers, you're going to have to, you know, have people who can actually get the information across in a way that, you know, a normal conversation, yeah, I could talk to the guy probably and we had no problems. But he's trying to say information about something I don't actually know what he's going to say or really what he's talking about. Right. And I can't get hype about a game. I don't have any idea what I'm saying.
Plus, it's like on stage mics and stuff.
Yeah, it's not exactly good quality either because it's like cutting out and things. And that happened with multiple, like, especially at Ubisoft, who has, like, people... Ubisoft. There was I think, one from, like, Norway. I think the guy for Trials. That guy, I mean, I was like, okay, you're speaking words and I'm not hearing them.
And there was, you know, this is going to sound mean to the E3 players that we're going to destroy. But E3, you have to understand, these are boring people. They are boring. They don't want loud music. They don't want lights that go and like celebrities, like YouTube celebrities. Yo, what's up, guys? They're not that. They sit around playing video games all day.
Their hearts can't handle it.
The closest they get to enjoying that rock concert song was like a smile and a nod to the beat, and they're missing the beat sometimes. So it's. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? At some point, that is who they are, and it's hard to get people excited.
That reminds me of a particular trend of who gaming companies are that have less. That there's less loot boxes. I mean, Battlefield, Division 2 announced free DLC. The expansion for For Honor, free. Rainbow Six Siege, free DLC, still. It's always been that way. A lot of games announcing free, you know, season long. And, you know, it's a great trend to hear. It's a very good trend to go back from the idea of season passes that we're getting very, like, more and more obtrusive with getting less and less content. And games having less content at launch than they should, or just less overall polish. Like Battlefield 4, everybody should remember that game was like garbage when it came out. Like nobody could play it for a year or so. And BF1 had some issues as well. I mean, there were some people say like, oh, it was a very clean launch. There were some glaring issues, and they didn't address them for like weeks, years. No. Well, yeah, I think there's still issues that sometimes persist. There was the lighting issue that came from They Shall Not Pass, that first DLC that was there till I think a few months ago, and like there are a few maps where and there was that problem where you'd look outside and sometimes you'd be like freaking staring right into the sun, and it's like, what the hell? So I mean, I really hope it's a good trend to come from gaming companies to stop doing loot boxes and stop really trying to push aggressive microtransactions, and just make a great game that sells well. And support it over and over. And if you could support it like Ubisoft and give cosmetics as you go, but Ubisoft's cosmetics, like I don't feel like I have to buy everything. I mean, I can get a lot of stuff in game. That's the thing. You can get a lot of skins in game from Rainbow Six Siege, and for For Honor, I believe you can too. So. And then maybe for a few elite skins, so special skins that are more expensive, or that are more expensive, more exclusive, but they're for your favorite character, you're like, oh, I'll support the game. I'll throw in $20 here, once every few months,
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of thing that companies are. I feel like Ubisoft is doing very correctly. It's trying to develop a community to follow their game, because now they release another Rainbow Six Siege. They already have a really good formula for it. They release another one. And they can release and probably get probably not this year. Maybe they do. They said they want to keep it going for a while, but then they release maybe a new one when the next console comes out, and they get already 35 million people or so that are already invested into the game, that know about the game and are gonna maybe purchase the next game. They get really good sales up front, and now they develop the community for the game. For Honor, same thing. Games that develop the community that don't lose over time but keep them going is a great thing to see. Battlefield doesn't do that. Call of Duty doesn't do that. A lot of games are struggling to do that, but you're great to see that these games are focusing on long-term playability. Like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, that somehow keeps this absolute unit on it. Wow. That's not an insult.
I want to say, though, what was that one guy? There was that one host that was included in the cringe things, but he was actually funny. He did that thing where it's like,
well, that one wasn't from 2018.
How cool am I? What's his name? Like Tom. Let's just say Henry. You are cool, but not as cool as blah 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 blah. And then it goes back to him. It's like, wow, I thought I was cool, and then something. And he goes, well, you just seen how fast the career can end. He was awesome. Shout out to him. I've totally butchered what happened.
But that wasn't 2018. That was 2016.
How? No, we saw it on the...
No.
Oh, it was... 2016?
Yeah. Those compilations come out late.
Motherfucker.
So...
16.
Yeah, so I really hope that the gaming goes that direction. I really hope companies in general...
And did they bring him back, or was his career
I don't know.
End?
I didn't see the PC gaming sector.
Anyway.
So, yeah. So, good news at E3. A lot of good news. Not a lot of...
E-Trace.
Not a lot of bad news. Call of Duty, I don't think had an announcement at all, which is a good thing because that's dying.
Shut up.
No more campaign.
Modern Warfare 4. Bring back Price.
No, but it's Black Ops 4 with no more campaign. You think they're gonna have campaign?
Yeah.
For Modern Warfare 4? Oh, it's also bringing
games should keep campaigns.
Well, they're not going
for people like me
Activision's
who like
not going
campaigns.
Oh, for those who have For Honor, play the campaign. It's really fun.
Shout out.
Definitely a shout out. It's one of the best campaigns I've played in a while, and I just think it's fun. So, yeah. Just keep playing video games. Keep locking yourself in rooms for hours at a time and stay away from the sun. It can hurt. Sunburns. Very dangerous. Cancer. The sun's basically a cancer magnet.
But stay away from anything else. Don't spend that time to read books.
No. Books
don't watch anime, read manga.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Don't do that stuff. Don't do that stuff.
Play video games.
Play video games. Right? Don't watch movies.
Well, you'll develop better hand-eye coordination than a book will. Throw a book. Go to a library and throw a book at somebody. They won't catch it. Maybe because they're looking somewhere else. Unless
they're reading a book about hand-eye coordination.
Even then,
I bet you though they're practicing on the book pages.
Nah, man. They have finger.
Stop bringing book readers.
They have finger-eye coordination.
I know you don't read books, but I do. So
I never read a book in my life.
You don't have that. All right, guys. I guess we're logging.
You can't end off calling me I don't have a life. What the?
We are logging the Fikoff, and we're just getting out. This was a late episode, but it will come to you when it comes to you, guys. For fuck's sake, I keep like fuck.
Like and subscribe.
Jesus, like and subscribe, but also
like and follow.
Give us some comments. I mean, we love your positive comments. I mean, even comments that have nothing to do with like, I love your sexy voice or some stupid shit like that.
Who said that?
No one, but I'm hoping. I
love your horrible voice.
Wow. No, but cringe. also in the nicest way, please, in the nicest way, give us your negative comments too, and help us improve on our craft.
At the very least, give us topics to talk about.
I like coming up.
No, but I like having. I'm not saying give us topics to talk about, but we're not gonna make a whole episode on your topics. But give us things that you guys want to hear us talk about, and then we'll do our own take on some other things.
Right. If you like our minds and how we think, give us something that you would like to hear us destroy or build up. There we go. So, see you guys.